Welcome to Mr. Bacon Pants Plays Games. We are playing Dominion. I wasn't going to play Dominion like this soon after I beat the AI because I kind of wanted to live that high for a while. But the developers of the game came out with an update literally yesterday that basically says that they just fixed a bug in the AI that was causing it to play substantially worse than normal. So is that the reason I beat the hard AI? Because there was a bug making it make bad plays? Well, I guess we're going to have to find out. So I not only slowed the animation down, but I did update the game. So I am playing with, I guess, the fixed AI. I'm going to do a little bit something a little bit different. I'm going to play base game, Cornucopia, and Hinterlands all together. Just get a little variety. I already played both of these expansions already, but I haven't played them together. So they're the free ones in rotation. So let's go ahead and get that set up. So I'm going to do base game, the two expansions. Make sure we do against the hard AI. I mean, should we up it to 3? No, I can barely beat the hard AI. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get going here. Let's see what we got. So we got develop. Trash a card from your hand. Gain 2 cards into your deck with one costing exactly 1 coin more than it, and one costing exactly 1 coin less than it in either order. Okay, this is a cornucopia, but no, maybe the animal's the hinterlands. Because I say cornucopia is about variety, and then hinterlands is about getting things right away. So that's why I kind of thought this might have been. Yeah, this is cornucopia. That was hinterlands. Okay, so we got the fortune teller. +2 money. Each other player reveals cards from the top of their deck until they reveal a victory card or a curse. They put it on top of their discard. Put it on top and discard the rest. All right, 1 card, 1 action. The first time you play a silver this turn, you get an extra money. That's kind of nice. Horse traders is a reaction card. 1 buy, 3 money. Discard 2 cards. Then when other players play an attack card, you may first set this aside from your hand. If you do, then at the start of your next turn, +1 card and return this card to your hand. I don't know about that. All right, and then we got the militia. Each other player discards down to 3 cards in their hand. Well, I guess it kind of. Wait a minute. Is this a good counter to militia? Because okay, so it's like, oh, you played militia against me. How dare you? Okay, well, I'm gonna set this card aside, and then if I do at the next turn, I get to pick this card back up. So I would, but it says discard. Does it say discard down to 3? Yeah. Each other player discards down to 3 cards. Okay, so you play this, you set it out of your hand, you just have to discard 1 card, you get this back, and you draw another card. But then you gotta discard 2 cards when you play it. I think late game this would be good. I don't know if it's like the answer to militia, but I think it's definitely something that would help because then you only have to discard 1 card, not 2, and then you get that card back. And that card's not a bad card, but the discard 2 cards is. But I guess it's not late game when you have maybe other things that give you more card draw, like Smithy, because it gives you no actions. Okay. Man, if that gave you like at least an action. All right, so we got Smithy. It's the classic. We got Bandit. Another attack card. This is going to be an attack heavy game. I'm not really good with those. Gain a gold. Each of the player reveals the top 2 cards of their deck and trashes a revealed treasure other than copper and then discards the rest. And then the cartographer. +1 card, +1 action. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Discard any number of them and then put the rest back in any order. That's kind of nice. Okay, here we go. But discard 3. And when you gain this, each other player gains a silver. I don't know if I like that. And then hunting party, +1 card, +1 action. Reveal your hand. Reveal cards from your deck until you reveal one that isn't a copy of the one in your hand. Put it into your hand and discard the rest. Yeah, I think I played this one before, and I think I might have played it a little wrong in my cornucopia game. So it's like reveal your hand. So I show my hand. So let's say I have all gold. Reveal cards from your deck until you reveal one that isn't a copy of one in your hand. So like, oh, gold, 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 silver. And I put the silver into my hand and I discard all the rest of the gold. So kind of interesting. It kind of goes with that variety, you know. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, I would need to think pretty hard. I think I could probably set up some good plays with that. All right, so let's just play all the treasure. Um, I don't really know. I mean, this is kind of nice. Like, trash a card from your hand, gain 2 cards into your deck, one costing exactly 1 more. So let's say I trashed. I mean, really, I don't have anything worth trashing to really get this going. But if I did, I was thinking if copper, but copper's only 1, so it'd be like 1 and then 1 less, -1. All right. Estates cost 2, so I could convert an estate to silver, but I don't know. That seems kind of stupid. Each other player reveals a card from the top of their deck until they reveal a victory card or a curse card. Put it on the top and then discard the rest. So this is kind of an attack where you get +2, so it's like a silver, costs as much as a silver, and it's an attack card where it is kind of, well, it's an action, so it's not exactly like a silver. It takes up your action slot, but um, it does kind of set their deck up to be kind of diluted, like their next hand. So I think that is kind of nasty. And then merchant +1 card, +1 action. The first time you play a silver this turn. I think I would like to buy this, but I definitely want to have more silver. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, looks like the computer is copying me. All right. I mean the computer just the algorithm picks whatever the best card is, and silver was it. I'm trying to wonder if I should do militia, but I also hate playing against it. Like, it's super annoying. I'm gonna do one more round of silver. Say they bought militia, so that tells me that my instincts were right. Um, I mean, I guess a good counter to militia is smithy, right? Just draw 3 cards. Oh, I can't look at my discard. Oh yeah, because like that's the rules of the game. All right. I mean, this would definitely, depending on what's in my hand, give me a good shot of at least getting. I'm gonna do it. I'll just, yeah. So I feel like I could probably, I would get those silvers, and then that should trigger merchant, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and play. Does it give me an action back? It does. And yep, see, I got my silver. So then that means, okay, the first time you play a silver this turn, +1. Okay, so throw that out there. Play the treasure. Now I get tons of money, and I can buy gold. All right, so each of the player reveals a card. I'm just trying to think of what attack card I would want. I don't like with hunting party. I really don't want to buy too many of each. Oh yeah, I can only look at the top card of my discard pile. Oh, the rules of the game. Because like that's the one thing I'm really bad at, like remembering like what I do. And I bet is the log just the last couple turns. No, the log's still everything. So I mean, if I wanted to, but that's not the spirit of Dominion. I mean, honestly, it's not a game about perfect knowledge. Like you have to keep that in your head. That's the game. And I'm pretty sure the game designer did that because he didn't want analysis paralysis. Because like if you know every card and you're counting your cards, like you're gonna be like, oh, what's the perfect move? Instead of just playing your turn and moving on with your life. So I get it. I know exactly why he did that. And that's why that dude's a game designer and he's a smart person. Okay. And that's why I don't make games. All right, +1 card, +1 action. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Discard any number of them and put them rest back in any order. I feel like I want to play a Smithy. And then I'm just going to start buying gold now. Because I have my hunting party. I have a nice variety of cards. So let's do it. Yep. A little taste of your own medicine. Play treasures. Get gold. Play the merchant. A lot of screaming going on in this game. All right. Ooh. All right, so let's do the hunting party. Got the gold. There we go. Play the smithy. Play all the treasures. Let's get this game over with. Okay. Let's do the merchant. Wait, what? Okay. Oh yeah, discard down to 3. Woo! Gotta drink more coffee, guys. All right, I hope I beat the computer this turn, or this turn, yeah. This game. What would Matt do? Matt's probably screaming right now. If you don't know Matt, Matt's a pretty cool person. Commented on my videos, gave me some suggestions to improve my play. And it did work. I did beat the AI, but I think the AI was broken when I beat it, so that's a little sad. But yeah, this viewer is actually really involved in Dominion. Actually, I think maybe even made some like fan-made expansions or even worked on some of the real expansions. I'm not sure. But I mean, they are really invested in the game, and now I know why. I mean, this game, dare I say, I mean, it was the first kind of deck building mechanic game, and dare I say, probably the best. I mean, to this day, like I played this early in my life, for really when it first came out, and it was the big hotness. Um, and then I kind of left it behind because other things came out, like Hero Realms, Star Realms, Ascension, all these other copycat games. I mean, not all of them are like 100% copycats. I mean, I think like Clank really adds a lot to it. It's a board game that uses deck building as a mechanic, so it's not just like, hey, let's copy what this guy did. They kind of made a board game and used deck building as the mechanic, and a couple other games did that as well. Ugh. All right, hang on, I gotta focus. All right. And I kind of like left Dominion behind. Like I bought a couple of the expansions like early, and then I sold it all. And now I actually rebought the game in the physical form. I mean, part of me, hit the wrong button. Can't undo. I don't want to undo. It happens. All right. But anyway, coming back to this game makes me wonder why I stopped playing. I feel like I'm getting a little diluted. I'm going to get Smithy. But yeah, it's like really good. It's tight. I mean, they're kicking my butt right now. Oh, man. This is getting tough. Is there a card? Well, all right, I got to be careful because if I buy that last Providence, right, then the computer can end the game on me, right? The computer could buy that last Providence and game over. It's too sad, Too bad, too sad, whatever. So I got to be careful here. I'm a little nervous because I don't know. It's just too close, right? Because I'll buy that Providence. I'll be up 1 point, and then the computer can buy it and beat me. So this is where we're at. And so is the best move to buy the duchy, right? So if I buy a duchy right now and I get up 3 points, um, but then they're gonna buy that Providence anyway, right? So like, let's say they buy the Providence. Well, it's. I mean, I guess I could do some math, right? So they're at 32. So they buy the Providence. They're going to be up to 38, right? Let's say right now I buy the Duchy. Okay. So I'm at 20, 27. I buy the Duchy. I'm up to 30, right? And then I'll be at 36. And so I still lost. I still lost no matter what. My best bet, and I think my only way of winning, right? And this is the risk. This is a risk. I mean, I wish I had things that gave me more buys. Like again, this is where I don't think we had anything that gave us more buys. Let's look. Nah, yeah, we did. The horse trader. But that downside is just too downy. Downside. I don't want to discard cards when there's a militia out there making me discard cards. So yeah, I mean, I'm really in a tough spot. I think my only chance is to buy the Providence, hope that the computer does not get 8 gold. Um, let's see what their last hand was. So the hard AI, Hardy Owl, played a copper and a silver. Okay, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to do it. This is tough. I mean, I might have lost the game. I'm not gonna have enough to buy the Providence, so that kind of hurts. The game's over. Yeah, ended just like I thought it would. Well, I think I did better. I think I probably, I don't know. I really don't know what I could have done. Um, I'm sure you guys will tell me if I did something obvious. I mean, the computer buys a lot of like duchies, and I guess I could buy duchies, instead of trying to race to the end, but I feel like as a human, I want to just race to the end, right? I just want to end the game. Why I can try to win. I feel like the computer is able to kind of math it out, kind of like how I did. Where I was like, they're probably like, well, if I buy this, and then so they buy like a duchy, where it's like, why the hell would you buy a duchy, unless you're a computer that's able to mathematically calculate what the probability of getting a high score is. Where a human, I don't know if a human would play like that unless like they're an analytical person, which I mean, there's people out there like that would be able to kind of follow the game that well. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Uh, sometimes I lose and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly why I lost. I mean, I guess I could have tried to buy the horse trader, then I could have, because there was at one point where I had 12 money, so I could have bought a Providence and like, a duchy. Um, or no, well, let's see, that would have been what, 8? So I got distracted by the fire trucks, but anyway, outside. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I think not underestimating getting an extra buy. I think that it was just that this had so many downsides, so I didn't bother with it, and it looks like the computer didn't bother with it either. Um, I wish we could look at the deck. Like, I would love to see what the makeup of their deck is. I don't see where they got it, but let's look at their victory points. So look, estate, like I never buy estates. I just never buy. It just seems like it dilutes my deck. It's not worth it. And they bought a lot of duchies, which I do buy duchies, late game sometimes. But they only bought three Providences in one, and so I've had more Providences, but yeah, mathematically I lost. So anyway, this was Dominion. I think yeah, I don't. I think I played just as well as last time. I think the I didn't notice any improvement. I mean, maybe there was. Maybe it was buying better cards this time than the last time when I won. But this was kind of like a random mix of cards, like mixing what the base game with two expansions. So the kingdom was a little different, which I think is how most people play Dominion. They just kind of mix up all their expansions together and just, play whatever happens. So it wasn't a very balanced, kingdom, but but I think a fun one. I think there were some interesting things there. I love that hunting party card. I think that's really neat, and I like the merchant card too. Um, so anyway, yeah, this was Dominion. Thank you all for listening. Please like and subscribe. Probably be a few less videos over the holidays because I will be spending time with family. But I will see you next time.